Hello friends and assalamu alaikum. Welcome to my channel. I be all designing developer. My name is Inshal Beg. I am a full stack developer and graphic designer. Today I will show you how to build one Shopify e-commerce cart project in React.js, and I hope you will be also enjoying this clone like you're enjoying my previous clone of React.js, MERN and React Native. But first of all, you have to hit the subscribe button, and you have to also after that hit the notification bell, from which you will be getting all the notification of my video when I will be just uploading, and it will be also really help for you and it will be help for me. So just do that. And now here you can see I have just built this Shopify e-commerce cart clone in React.js. You can see that. So it is the demo which I am showing. Okay, so we will be just making that with that. So I'll be just closing these all tabs. Now here you can see, first of all, we are getting our logo of Shopify. You can see that of market. Then after it we are also getting these things like start, and you can also get your start your business or branding online. Okay, like that we are getting. Then if I just press this, so we are getting again the drop down menu in which it is asking like online store, point of sale, buy button, checkout, sales channels, and custom storefront tool. So you can use anything in that. And here it is also coming like market, if you want to market your business or you have to marketing your store, so you can do that by emailing to your clients or everything. And then after that we are also having one manage. You can see that manage tab in which we will be getting everything. You can manage payment, shipping, capital, and everything here. Then after that we are also getting one navbar things like we are getting pricing. Then we are also getting learn, in which we are getting again the drop down menu, and it is asking to help center, blog, business courses, guides, forms, free tools, podcasts, and business encyclopedia. Okay, so you can just link these all tabs, but I have not linked that, so you can just only hover on them. So if I just press, so nothing happened here. Okay, so you can just do that. Now here you can also do like, if I just show you underneath, you can see we are getting many of the things like we are getting food and drink, jewelry, then food and drink again, then beauty and cosmetics, and we are also getting home and garden. So you can take anything in that. Then underneath we are also getting like a start an online business, or you have to also move your business, or if you want to switch to Shopify from another cart, so you can just do that here also. And if you want to hire any of the Shopify experts, you can also do that if you are a client, and if you want to give the work to them, so you can do that with the help of this Shopify. And underneath you will be also getting everything like you can sell your own things, or you can also purchase them from here. If I just go to the top, you can see that there is our email, means there is our starting page here, landing page which we called. And here you can see there is written the title of that like anyone anywhere can start a business, or you can also purchase here. So first of all we will be just sign in that, means we will be just start free trial. You can just press and you can just start your free trial here. Okay, so here you can see we are also getting one login button. So if you have account in that, so you can log in, but we don't have the account because we are logging in first, so we have to first of all sign up in that. So here you have to don't write any of the demo email. Here you have to write your original email which you are having. So I will be writing just this one which I just used, and it will be also not ask any of the password of your email or any of the confirming of your email here. So I will be pressing now start free trial button, which is after this input. Press here. Then here you can see it is asking like invalid because I have not written .com. Okay, so here you have to write everything, and you can just write any of the demo password. It is just to generate. You can write like that, and I'll be writing this password like that. Okay, then underneath you have to write your store name which you have to create. So I will be just writing the name like I will be writing ABC like that. I will be writing, and I will be pressing create store button, or you can also, when you will be press this cross button, so it will be just cancel your Shopify account which you are making. Then you have to just press create your store, and you can see that it is just for 4 letters. Now it will be good. Okay, so it is just here. So I will be writing like just here. When you've written that, so you can write anything like that. If I write this, and it is also create here. Okay, so you can just write, because here it is many of the people's here, so because of that just creating, and I've also created many of them. So here you can just write anything like that. If I write any language name, so it is also exist. If I write script, okay, so here it is. So you can just write like if I write like ABCDEF, if I just write like that, so it is also exist. And okay, so here I will be just erasing these all things, and here when you've written that all, just I will be writing like in, you can also write in numbers. If I just show you, So you can write like that, and if I just write ABC again, now it is not create. Okay, so I will be now pressing create your store, so it will be just create your store in some seconds. So just you have to press that, and here you have to just wait because it is a big, so because of that it will be say take some time. And here you can also save your password or anything, but I will be not doing, and pressing this cross icon again, then it will be just take some time to open, and it will be just taken to the page of that. Okay, so here you have to just wait here. Then here you can see that now there is asking like, are you already selling? Then it will be just asking you to tell about yourself, so you can write anything because here we don't have to just do like that. So here we will be writing these things, and here I will be writing this. Okay, so here I'll be writing that. And now here you can just choose like from where you are starting your business, so you can just write food or drink. I am just selecting this, and here you have to press this yes if you are just designing or developing a store, or you can also skip this step if you want. So I'll be skip that here. Then you have to just enter your these things here, then it will be taken to the page of that. Okay, so here when you've written that all, just you have to do like that. You can write any of the name like randomly. Okay, so here you can also write like, just you have to write anything like, I will be writing netflix.com, I will be writing that. Then after that you have to write your phone number, then register and enter my store. So here you have to do like that, or you can write any of the random phone number here. Okay, so I will be writing that, and I will be just writing these things, and here you have to press this, and it will be just taken to that your enter your store. Okay, here you can see it is now loading, and here you can just write random things, and it will be just setting up your account. And now here you can see now your account has been set here. Then you can select a plan, or you can add your product or customize your theme, or you can also add your domain name of your product if you want to like launch it in Google or anything. Then you can also select plan. If I just press that, so you can see you can also purchase that if you want here. And you can see how cool looking is that. We are just getting our dashboard things here like these, and it is full e-commerce, you can see. And here it is also responsive. If I show you, just if I go here, then here you can just search anything like you can just write Shopify. Okay, so here it will be taken to the payment section. Then you can also payment here if you want to, and it will be just good enough. So I'll be pressing this one, and your trial just started. So here you can just select your plan here, or just you have to go back. And here you can also go to orders or order anything here in your draft, or you can also do like that. And if I just go to online store here, then it will be just I will be closing this here. Okay, so now you can see that our online store password is protected, so don't anyone will be not getting here if it is what. But we are only here, so because of that you don't need to do that. And here you can see we are also getting pages, then navigation tabs, and we are also getting our domain. And here we are also getting these things like preferences like that, you can see that. Okay, so here you can also write your description of everything like that. So I will be doing one thing like, I will be going in orders, and here if I just show you by doing it responsive, go to inspect, and you can see that now it is totally responsive, you can see. Okay, so if I just press this nav bar, because in mobile you can't see like nav bar like that we are getting in computer or laptop, so I'll be pressing this burger menu here. Then you can see we are getting all the nav bar things. I'll be pressing home tab. You can see we are on our home, and you can just confirm your email if you want to, but we will be not doing that. And you can also translate into your store with different language, or you can also localize your store here, and you can also target your customer in specific countries or regions. And underneath we are also getting like get started video, so you can also check that out here. Okay, so everything is just good, you can see that. And if I just press this snapbar tab again and press this app section, so you can see that you can also visit this app, and you can see now we are getting all the products here in e-commerce, you can see. And if I just press this view app, so it will be taken to another tab, and it will be showing you to just set up your account and these things, you can see that. And how cool looking is that. So I'll be going to my first tab again. Then you can see that we are getting all the things. If I just press any of the app here, and we are also getting its rating reviews, and we are also getting like it is a 10-day free trial here which I have written. If I just press that, so it will be again taken to another tab, and it will be just taken and asking to log in or sign up here in this app. But we will be not doing that, and if you do that, so nothing happen because I have not linked with that. Then I will be going to visit the Shopify app store, so it will be taken to the app store of that, you can see. So if I press this and log in with this account which I have just logged in previously, then you can see that we are getting all the apps and things which we want. and you can see it is just e-commerce. If I just press this inspect here also, and it is also like responsive, you can see. And you can also search any of the app here, like if I show you by writing badge, so here you have to just press this search icon and it will be just loaded, and you can see everything related to batch is coming, and it is full e-commerce store. Here you can see that, and here you can find any app or anything here you can just write. Or here if I just show you by writing like inventory, okay, so if I write that and press enter, or if I just take it not into responsive, you can see all the things we are getting here. And you can also go to like sales conversation, or if you want to like set up your inventory management, you can do that. Or you can also do like free. If I press, so you can see all the things are free coming, because when we are just seeing that things, these word of like prices of like money, so because of that I'm not doing. So you can also change into free. You can see now we are getting our ratings here, then free plan available and everything like that. So we will be just building this Shopify clone in React.js. okay, so you can see that we are just build that. So for building that, first of all you have to do one thing, like you have to first of all open command prompt here. okay, so I will be doing like take into another tab and open my command prompt. And here when you just open that, you have to just full screen that. And here there is one thing, like you have to just write first of all the location where you have to just download your React app or React folder which you are just making of Shopify. So I'll be writing local dixly like I write previously also. Then after that you have to just write like you have to create your now npx. So I will be writing like npx create. okay, so I will be writing that. Then here when you've written this npx create dash react dash app, okay, so here when you've written that, just you have to come after, and here you have to write your store or your app or folder name here. So you can see we have written this npx create react app command, from which you can just create your app or folder which we are just building. So I will be writing like npx create react app. After it I will be writing like Shopify. So I will be writing that Shopify dash, you can write store dash clone. So I will be writing that, and you have to just do one thing, you have to press enter. And here you have to take care about that anything should not be in capital, or anything should not also be in capital, because if you just do anything in capital here in the last thing or first thing, so it will be just problem and it will be not created. Because here when you're creating your React app, everything should be in small letters. okay, then here you can see we are getting like creating a new React app in local D. And then after it we are also getting like it is installing packages, and it will be take some of the couple of minutes. And it is also installing some of the React DOM, React scripts, and many of the templates which we will be needing to work with our Shopify store clone which we are making. okay, so here we will be just opening VS Code, in which we will be writing all the codes and working with that. So open that VS Code here. Then I will be doing one thing, like I'll be closing these files, because now I will be not working with that. Now here if I just show you my folder which is just building here, you have to just scroll down, and here it will be just coming here. If I just show you, go to top, and you can see that here it is our Shopify store clone, but it is still building. So because of that I will be not opening this folder here. Then here we will be also not using any of the Firebase, like I've telling you here when we are making now everything. So we will be not building any of the Firebase and not using any of the Firebase, because the things which we are using here, it is not related to Firebase. So because of that I am not using that. And if you want to just use any of the extension provide from Google, so you can just use that, like AWS, Heroku and Firebase. But Heroku and AWS are of money, so you can use Firebase because it is free, and it is also really good for hosting and authentication like these things. And here you can see now it is just refreshing our packages edition. Then it is also installing some of the server and libraries packages which we will be needing. Now I will be doing one thing, like I'll be just minimizing here. Then if I show you how to set up the color theme, like I have said, you have to, for that go to extension here. Then here you can see my install themes which I have just already installed in my VS Code. So if I just scroll down here, there will be one theme which is called material theme. If I show you, you can see here it is material theme. This is a theme from which I have just changed my VS Code themes, and it is also having many of other themes. So you can just use and change your VS Code themes if you don't like default visual code themes here. And I also don't like, so because of that I have downloaded this material theme, and with the help of that I am changing my themes again and again. And Here you can also download like material icon theme here, from which you can change your icon theme, which you just when you just open any folder. So there are many of the files coming of HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Python, many of the languages file is coming. So it will be just changed related to that language. You can see that like it is showing here also the demo things which it will be changing, and I've also using this here. You can see that, and here there are many of them icon themes in that also, so you can use any of them like dark theme and ocean themes, but I am using the simple one like this one. So because of that I will not do anything. And you can also use another theme which is called this one. If I show you, here it is. So this is also a good theme here, so you can just use that for changing your color theme into light or dark here. But it is not too much good, because material theme is good and you can change many of the color themes again in that. Okay, and for changing that, when you have download that, you will be thinking like how to change. For doing that, you have to just press this setting icon which is underneath, and here you have to press color theme. Then it will be showing you all the color themes like you have downloaded and which is default coming. You can see at the top the default color theme is coming. You can just change into light or light plus default light, or dark you can change, or you can also do that high contrast or anything. Then we are getting these things, and now you will be thinking like how to change file icon theme. Go to settings again, press this file icon theme icon which is written. Then here you can see we are getting all the icon themes which we have installed or which is coming randomly. You can see this minimal visual studio code is random, and this SETI visual studio code is also random theme. So now here I will be doing one thing. I'll be closing this theme icon, going to my file explorer again, then I'll be going to command prompt, and you can see now our folder has been installed. So I'll be closing this command prompt here. Then I'll be going to file, open folder. Our folder was in local disk D like I've shown you. Then I will be scroll down here, and here if I just show you, and here just you have to scroll down again and again. Then you have to just scroll down till you can't find, and here you can see that now there is our folder which is called Shopify store clone. So I'll be just selecting that and press select folder here. Now you can see we have just select our folder successfully. Now here you have to do one thing, like you have to press this source folder. But first of all I will be just telling you like what these folder does, which is coming in underneath this Shopify store clone. So I'll be first of all opening this node modules in that. So you can see this node modules folder contains many of the files, packages and libraries, and these all files, packages and libraries help you to work and to run your React app in your local host. And from that you can just download many of the things like material UI and libraries like npm, yarn and everything when you download. So it is just stored in this node modules, and it is also takes some of the space of your disk. So because of that I am telling you like to just store in that local disk which is not having many of the spaces. Okay, so like that you can do. So here you can also having many of the things like that. You can see that, and if I just go to the top, and you can see we are also getting like this bin, then Babel and everything like that things. And here if I just press this node modules icon again, so now it is gone. You can see now I will be pressing this public icon, means public folder, and underneath you will be getting all the things like these icons of React. Okay, so these all icons are of React, and this index.html file contains many of the codes here which helps you to just run your React app in your local host, and it is also really helpful here. So you can just use that here for running your React app. And here you have to take care about that if you want to erase some things from here, so you can only erase this comments which is coming. If you erase these codes here, so your React app will be not run and it will be giving error. So because of that you have to just only erase if you want to erase this comments here. Okay, now I will be just hitting save here. Now I hope you understand what is this node modules folder do and what is this public folder do. Now this last folder you can see that. So first of all I'll be just zoom in. So this last folder you can see which is called source. Okay, so in this source folder you will be just having many of the files in which we will do some of the codings here. But here I will be deleting 3 files here, which is called setup test.js, logo.svg and app.test.js. So you will be thinking like I was just getting the logo of React because it is also a logo of React. So you will be thinking like I am also getting the logo of React in this public folder, but why I don't delete that? So the answer is like this public folder contains the React icons like, but we don't work with this public folder, we are working with source folder. So because of that we are also doing coding in that. So I don't need this one logo, I will be using my own logo of Shopify. So because of that I am deleting that. And if you want to delete the icons in public folder, so you can also do that, but it will be waste of time. So because of that I am not doing, and I will be deleting these all things which is coming here. Now here when you've done that, just you have to first of all go to app.js file, and here I will be closing this index.html, and here you have to erase all the things which is written in this header tag here. So erase that all the things. Now here when you've defined that, just you have to also erase this logo.svg like that, because here we have just already delete this, so I'll be writing like that. Now I will be just hitting save here, then you have to just come underneath, and here we will be making a tag which should be like view. So I will be writing like view style equal, then I will be writing name and closing here, then I will be coming underneath and creating text class equal console, then after it I will be closing here also, then I will be coming underneath creating view class name, then I will be writing log and closing here also, come underneath create text class and equal to, I will be just writing that to like floor, then you have to just close that also, then you have to come underneath create view, and I'll be writing style equal random, then you have to close that and come underneath create text, and I will be changing that to style equal to, and I will be writing here like a button, then you have to close this tag also, and here I will be writing navbar. Then when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath and creating a tag which should be style text equal, so this text will be just class of that, so I will be writing in this like test, so write that and close this class also like that. Now here I will be also writing like navbar the same, because here we are making first of all like navbar at the top thing, so I will be hitting save here, then I will be doing one thing like I'll be going to this app.css file, and I will be deleting all the things in that, because here I will be not needing of that things, so delete here, then here I will be hitting save, then I will be going to my app. Then I will be going to my index.css file, coming underneath, and I will be erasing margin from the top which is coming in my text, so I'll be changing that to 0, or you can also write 0 pixel, so I'll be hitting save here, go to app.css file, and here I will be writing the starting code of that, coming underneath creating 0 pixel, then I will be writing like padding should be also 0 pixel, and erase this index.html file means index.css file, then I will be coming here again creating justify content in center, then here you have to write like align items in center, and I will be also writing like float into left, and you have to also write like text align in center, then I will be just coming underneath and creating another thing which should be having like box sizing which should be border box, so here when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath and I will be writing like flags, but first of all I will be just erasing these all things, then I will be just erasing this also, then I will be just coming underneath and creating a tag which should be having like box sizing we have defined, then text align center, because here we have just written that all. Now I will be pressing backspace here, then I will be doing another thing like I will be coming underneath and creating a tag which should be font style, and it should be normal, so I will be writing like font style normal, then here you have to write like text justify which should be inherit, and I will be writing like font size which should be 15 pixel, create font weight which should be 500, and I will be also writing like font family which should be Montserrat, comma sans serif, then I will be just coming underneath again creating border one page solid white, and I will be writing like border color which should be white, create color which should be black, so I will be writing here, then when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath creating border radius 10 pixel, then here I will be just coming underneath again creating border left 100 pixel, then here you have to also write like border right which should be 100 pixel, and I will be writing like border top 100 pixel, so I will be writing that, and create border bottom which should also be 100 pixel. So here when you've done that, just I will be writing border width 100 pixel, but first of all I will be erasing here, then I will be writing border style now which will be none, then I will be writing like border width 100 pixel, then I will be also writing another thing which will be like line height 100 pixel, and here now I will be writing like width 100 pixel, then create height which will be 100 pixel, and also create border none, then I will be writing like outline none, and I will be also containing like border, but I will be now writing like list style none, and create list style type none, so I will be writing that. Now here when you've done that all, this I will be coming underneath creating flex direction which should be column, then create flex wrap which should be wrap reverse, then after it I'll be just coming underneath creating flex flow column, create flex basis content, so I will be writing like flex basis content, create flex, and I will be changing that to flex grow, inherit. Then I will be also writing like flex string inherit, create direction which should be inherit, and I will be just coming underneath and creating a tag which should be having the background of white, create background color which should be white, and I will be just coming underneath again creating background position center. Then I will be writing like background position X which should be in center, and here when you've done that all things, just I will be coming underneath creating background position dash Y which should be in center, and I will be writing like background size which should be cover, and I will be also writing like background clip which should be content box, create background origin which should also be content box, so I will be writing that. Then after it I'll be just coming underneath and creating background and changing that to background repeat which should be repeat. Then when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath creating background blend mode which should be color burnt, so I will be writing that here. Now here when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath creating background, and I will be changing that to like background and change that to background image which should be having the URL of background.jpg, so I will be writing that. And here when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath and creating a tag which should be like, I will be just coming here and I'll be just pressing backspace, come underneath again, and I will be writing another thing which should be like okay, so we have already written that, so now I'll be writing nav index which should be current. Then here when you've done that all thing, just I will be writing nav left which should be current. Then I will be writing like nav right current, and I will be also writing like another thing which should be nav up current, and also create like nav down which should be current. So here when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath creating padding 15 pixel. Then I will be writing like padding left which should be 15 pixel, and create padding right which should be also 15 pixel, and I will be writing like padding top 15 pixel and padding bottom which should be 15 pixel. Then I will be just coming underneath creating margin 10 pixel, create margin left which should be 10 pixel, and I will be writing like margin right 10 pixel, and you have to also create like margin top 10 pixel, and I will be writing like margin bottom which should be 10 pixel. So here when you've done that all things, just I will be doing another thing like I will be just hitting save here, and when you've defined that all things, just I will be coming underneath and writing body tag here, and I will be now creating like another thing which should be now justify content which should be in center. Then I will be writing like align items which should be in center, and I will be also writing like display which should be of block. Then create text align in center, and I will be also writing like another thing which should be float into left, and you have to also create box sizing border box. Then I will be just coming underneath creating font style which should be normal, and you have to also create text justify which should be inherit. Then I will be just coming underneath creating font size 14 pixel, create font weight which should be 500, and create font family which should be having Montserrat comma sans serif. Then I will be just coming underneath creating border 1 pix solid white. Then I will be writing like border color which should be white, and create color which should be black, and I will be just doing one thing like coming underneath creating border radius 10 pixel. Then I will be writing like border left 100 pixel. Then I will be just coming underneath creating border right which should be 100 pixel, and create border top which should be 100 pixel, and I will be writing like border bottom which should be 100 pixel now. So I will be just coming underneath creating border style none, and I will be writing like border width which should be 100 pixel. Then here when you define that all things, just I will be writing like another thing which should be line height which should be 100 pixel. Then I will be writing like width 100 pixel. Then again you have to create like height which should be 100 pixel. Okay, so just create here. Then when you've done that, just I'll be going to top here, and I will be doing one thing like I will be writing here. Okay, so here we have written already. Then I will be just coming underneath again creating border which should be none. Then I will be also writing like outline none, and when you've done that, just I will be writing like list style which should be none. And here when you've done that, just I will be writing list style type none. So here we have done that all thing. Just I will be coming underneath creating flex direction which should be column. Then I will be writing like flex wrap which should be wrap reverse. So here I will be writing here like that. Now here when you've done that, just I will be writing flex flow which should be column, create flex basis which should be content, create flex grow inherit. and I will be also writing like flex shrink inherit again. Then I will be writing like direction inherit, and you have to just come underneath again, create background now, which should be white. Then I will be writing like background color, which should be white, create background position, which should be in center. Then I will be writing like background position X, which should be in center, and I will be writing like background position Y, which should be in center. So I will be writing that. Now here when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath and create background size, which should be cover. And when you've done that all things, just I will be writing like background attachment. So I will be writing like background attachment, which should be fixed. And I will be writing like background clip, which should be content box. So I will be writing that. Then you have to create like background origin, which should be content box, create background, and I'll be changing that to like background repeat, which should be repeat. Then I will be just coming underneath again, creating background, and I will be changing that to like background blend mode, which should be color band. So I will be writing that. Then I will be just coming underneath, creating background, and I will be changing that to like background image, which should be having the URL of like background1.jpg. Then I will be closing, coming underneath, creating nav index, which should be current. Then I will be writing nav left, which should be current. Then I will be also writing like nav right current, and create nav up, which should be current. So I will be writing nav up current. Then when you've done that, just I will be writing like nav down, which should also be current. Now here when you've done that all things, just I will be coming underneath, creating padding, which should be like, now I'll be creating padding 15 pixel, create padding left, which should be 15 pixel, create padding right. So I will be writing like padding right 15 pixel. Then here when you define that all things, just I will be now writing padding top, which will be 15 pixel. Then I will be writing like padding bottom, which will be 15 pixel here. Then I will be just writing now margin, which will be 10 pixel, create margin left, which will be 10 pixel. So I will be writing margin left 10 pixel, and I will be writing now margin right, which should be 10 pixel, create margin top. So I will be writing that to 10 pixel now. So here when you've done that, just I will be now writing margin bottom 10 pixel here. Now we have defined that all things, I will be just hitting save here. And here when you've defined that, just you have to go to app.js file, and here I will be just copying my first class name, which is called name. Copy that, go to app.css file again. Then I will be just coming underneath, and I'll be writing dot, pasting my class name. And here I will be doing one thing, like I will be just going to top, and I will be just deleting these things here. Okay, so just you have to come here, delete, because we have written padding and margin 0. Save that, come underneath again, and I will be writing like again justify content, which should be in center. Then I will be writing like align items, which should be in center. And I will be also writing another thing, which should be display of block, create text align in center. Then I will be writing another thing, which will be float and to left. Then I will be writing box sizing, border box. So here I will be writing that. Now when you've done that, just I will be writing font style, which should be normal, create text, justify, which should be inherit. So I will be writing that. Then I will be just coming underneath, creating font size 15 pixel, create font weight, which should be 500. And I will be writing like font family, which should be Montserrat, comma sans serif. Then I will be just coming underneath, creating border 1 pix solid white. Then I will be just coming underneath again, creating border color white. Then create color, which should be black. And I will be writing like border radius, which should be 10 pixel. And here I will be changing that to r. Okay, so here when you've done that, just I will be coming here and creating border left 100 pixel. Then I will be writing like border right, which should be 100 pixel, create border top, which should be 100 pixels. So I will be writing that. Then I will be also writing like border bottom, okay, which should also be 100 pixel now. So here when you've done that, just I will be writing like border style, which should be none. Then I will be writing like border width, which should be 100 pixel. And you have to also create like line height, which should be 100 pixel, and create width 100 pixel. And I will be also creating like height 100 pixel now. So here when you've done that, just I will be writing border, which should be none, create outline none. And I will be writing like list style, which should be none. And I will be also writing like list style type none. So here when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath again and creating a tag, which should be like, okay, so here when you've done that all thing, just I will be writing now like flex direction, which should be column. So I will be writing that. Now here I will be also writing like flex wrap, which should be wrap reverse. Then I will be also writing flex flow column, create flex, and I'll be changing that to flex basis. Content, create flex, and I'll be changing that to flex grow. Inherit, then I will be also writing like flex shrink. Inherit, create direction, which should be inherit here. Now here I will be also writing like background, which should be white, and create background color, which should be also white, and also create like background position, which should be in center. Create background position X, which should be in center, and I will be writing another thing which should be like background position Y, so I will be writing that, which should be in center. Then I will be also writing like background size, which should be cover, and you have to create background, and I'll be changing that to like background repeat, which should be repeat. Then here I will be also writing like background origin, which should be content box. Create background clip, which should be also content box, and create background, and I'll be changing that to like background blend mode color band. So here when you've done that, this I will be coming underneath creating background, and I will be changing that to background origin. Okay, first of all I will be raising here, then I'll be writing URL, and I'll be changing that to like background 2.jpg. So here when you've done that all thing, just I will be going to top here. Okay, so here you can see we have done that all. Now I will be doing one thing, like I'll be closing, then I will be writing like another thing which should be nav index current, then I will be writing like nav left, which should be current, then create nav right current, and I will be writing like nav up current, and then here when you've done that, just I will be writing nav down current. Then when you've done that, just I will be now writing padding 15 pixel, create padding depth, which should be 15 pixel, create padding right, so I will be writing that to 15 pixel now, and I will be also writing like padding top 15 pixel, create padding bottom, so I will be writing that to 15 pixel now. So here when you've done that all things, just I will be coming underneath creating margin, which should be 10 pixel, create margin left, which should be 10 pixel, so I will be writing that. Now here when you've done that, just I will be writing another thing which should be like margin right 10 pixel, then I will be writing margin top 10 pixel, and create margin bottom, which should be a 10 pixel here. Now here when you've done that all thing, just I will be hitting save here. Then you have to go to app.js file and copy this console class which is written here. Copy that by pressing Ctrl C, go to app.css file, and I will be just coming underneath writing dot, pasting my class name, then write curly brackets here again, create justify content, which should be in center, and here I will be also writing like align items in center, create display, which should be of block, and also create text align in center, and also create like float left, create box sizing, which should be border box. So here when you return that, just I will be coming underneath creating font style normal, create text justify, which should be like text justify, inherit, then I will be just coming underneath creating font size 14 pixel, create font weight, which should be 500, create font family, which should be Mont Serif, comma sans serif, then I will be just coming underneath creating border 1 pix solid white, then I will be just coming underneath creating border color white, create color, which should be black. Okay, so here when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath creating border style none, create border left, which should be 100 pixel, and I will be also writing another thing which should be border right 100 pixel, so I will be writing that. Okay, so just create here. Then when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath creating border top 100 pixel, create border bottom, so I will be writing that to also 100 pixel now. So when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath creating border width 100 pixel, and create line height, which should be also 100 pixel, then you have to create width, which should be 100 pixel, create height, which should be 100 pixel, then I will be writing like border radius, which should be 10 pixel, and I will be writing now border none, then create outline, which should be none, and you have to also create like list style none, and create list style type none, so I will be writing list style type, which should be none. Then I will be also writing another thing which should be like now, which should be background, and the background I will be needing of white, create background color, which should be white, and I will be writing like background position, which should be in center, and here when you've done that, just I will be writing background, and I'll be changing that to background position dash x, which will be in center, create background position y, so here I will be writing that which should be in center. And here when you've done that all things, just I will be coming underneath creating background size, which should be cover, create background attachment, which should be fixed, so I will be writing that here. Now here when you've done that, this I will be writing like background clip content box, create background origin, which should also be content box here. Then come underneath again, and again I will be writing another thing which should be like background repeat, which should be repeat. And here when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath creating background blend mode, which should be color band. So here when you've done that, just I will be doing like that. So here when you've done that all things, just I will be coming underneath again and creating background image, which should be having the URL of like background 4.jpg. Then here when you've done that, just I'll be going to top, and here I'll be changing that to 3 because here it is 3. Then here we have done that all things, just I will be coming forward, coming underneath creating padding, which should be 15 pixel. But first of all I will be writing nav, so here you have to write like nav index current, so create that. Then I will be writing like nav left, which should be current, and also create nav right current, so I will be writing that. And you have to also create like nav up current, create nav down, which should be current. Then after it I'll be just coming underneath creating padding 15 pixel, create padding left, which should be 15 pixel, and I will be writing like padding right, which should be 15 pixel. So here I will be writing like padding right 15 pixel, and I will be writing like padding top 15 pixel. Then I will be writing another thing which should be like padding bottom, which should be 15 pixel now. So here when you've done that, just I will be now writing margin 11 pixel, create margin left, which should be 11 pixel. Now here when you've done that all things, just I will be coming underneath creating margin right 11 pixel, create margin top 11 pixel, and I will be also writing like margin bottom, which should be 11 pixel here. Now when you've done that all things, I will be just hitting save, go to app.js file again and copy this log class name which is written here. Copy that by pressing Ctrl C, go to app.css file, come underneath, write dot and paste your class name. But first of all I will be just pressing backspace here, paste. Then I'll be just coming underneath creating justify content center, create align items in center, create display, which should be of block, create text align in center. And now here when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath creating float into left, and I will be writing like box sizing, which should be border box. Now here I will be also coming underneath creating border, but I will be just writing font style, which should be normal, create another thing which should be text justify, which should be inherit. Then I will be writing like font size, which should be 15 pixel, create font weight, which should be 500, and create font family, which should be having Mont Serif, comma, sans serif. Now here when you've done that, just I will be writing like border 1 pix solid white. Then when you've done that all things, just I will be writing like border color, which should be white, and create color black. Then I will be just writing like border style, which should be none. And here when you've done that all things, just I will be coming underneath again and creating a thing which should be like border radius 10 pixel. Then I will be writing like border left, which should be 100 pixel. And here when you've done that, just I will be writing border right, which should be 100 pixel. And I will be also writing another thing which should be like border top 100 pixel, and create border bottom, which should also be 100 pixel now. So here when you've done that all things, just I will be coming underneath creating another thing which should be like border width, which should be 100 pixels, so I will be writing that. And here when you've done that all things, just I will be coming underneath creating line height 100 pixel, and I will be writing width, which should be 100 pixel, create height, which should also be 100 pixel. Then create border none, and I will be writing like outline none. And here you have to also create like list style, which should be none, and I will be writing list style type, which should be none. Then I will be just coming underneath and creating a tag, which should be like flex direction column. Then I will be writing like flex wrap, which should be wrap reverse. So here when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath creating flex basis content, so I will be writing here. And here when you've done that, just I will be writing another thing which will be flex flow column. Then create flex grow inherit. Then I will be writing like flex shrink inherit, create direction, which should be inherit here. Then I will be just coming underneath creating background, which should be white, create background color, which should be white. then I will be writing like background position which should be in center. Then I will be just coming underneath creating background position dash x which should be in center. Then I will be just coming underneath creating background position dash y which should be in center. Then you have to just come underneath again creating background size which should be cover. So here I will be writing that. Then I will be just coming underneath creating background attachment which should be fixed, and I will be just coming underneath again creating background origin which should be content box create background clip which should also be content box create background repeat. So I will be writing that to repeat. So here I have to write that, then you have to write this. Then I will be just coming underneath again creating background blend mode which should be color burn, and I will be also writing like background and change that to background image which should be having the URL of like background 4.jpg. Then I will be closing here going to top, and it is good. So I will be just coming underneath, and I will be just coming here also creating nav index current. Then I will be writing like nav left current create nav right current. So I will be writing that, and I will be also writing like nav up current create nav down which should be current. Then I will be now writing padding which should be 14 pixel create padding left. So I will be writing that to 14 pixel, and I will be also writing like padding right 14 pixel create padding top 14 pixel, and I will be writing like padding bottom. So here I will be writing padding bottom 14 pixel create margin which should be 10 pixel create margin left 10 pixel, and I will be also writing like margin right 10 pixel and margin top which should be 10 pixel and margin bottom which should also be 10 pixel here. Now when you've done that, just you have to hit save, and here when you've done that, just you have to go to app.js file, copy this flow tag, go to app.css, come underneath, and I will be writing dot because it is a class which I will be just pasting now. So paste that which you have just class copied previously. Then I will be just coming underneath creating the Shopify content center. Then here you have to just create like align items which should be in center. So I will be writing that. Then create display which should be of block, and I will be writing another thing which should be text align center. So here you have to write that. Then I will be just coming underneath creating float into left create box sizing which should be border box. So here I will be writing that. Then you have to just come underneath create font style which should be normal, and I will be writing another thing which should be text justify which should be inherit. Okay, so just write that. Now here when you've done that, just I will be writing font size which should be 15 pixel create font weight which should be 500 create font family which should be Montserrat comma sans serif. So I will be writing that. Then here you have to just come create border 1 pix solid white. So I will be writing here, and when you've done that, just I will be now writing border color which should be white, and here I will be also writing like color which should be black, and I will be writing like border radius 10 pixel. Then create border, and I will be changing that to border left 100 pixel create border right which will be 100 pixel, and I will be writing like border top 100 pixels. So I will be writing that. Then here when you've done that, just I will be writing border bottom which should be 100 pixel. Then I will be just coming underneath creating border style none, and you have to also create like border width 100 pixel. Then I will be writing another thing which will be line height 100 pixels. So I will be writing that create width which will be 100 pixel and height also which will be 100 pixel I will be writing. Then here I will be just coming underneath creating border none, then create outline none, and I will be also writing another thing which should be like list style none and create list style type none. So I will be writing list style type none. Then I will be just doing one thing like coming underneath, and I will be now writing flex direction column. Then I will be also writing like flex wrap which should be wrap reverse. So create here. Then I will be writing flex flow column create flex, and I will be changing that to like flex wrap which should be we have already written. So I'll be writing now flex basis content create flex grow inherit, and I will be also writing like flex shrink inherit create direction which will also be inherit. So here when you've done that, just I will be doing like hitting save, and when you've done that all things and now here when you've defined that, just you have to do another thing like come underneath and create now background which should be white, and I will be also writing like background color white, and create background position which should be in center, and create background position X, which should be in center. And here when you've done that all things, just I will be coming underneath again and writing background position Y, which should be in center. Then I will be doing another thing like coming underneath, creating background, and I will be changing that to like another thing, background size, which should be cover, so I will be writing that. Then here you have to also write background attachment, which should be fixed, and you have to also create another thing which should be like background clip content box, so I will be writing here create background origin, which should also be like content box, create background, and I'll be writing that to background repeat, which should be repeat. So here when you've done that, just I will be writing like background blend mode, which should be color one, so here I will be writing. Then I will be just coming underneath, creating background image, which should be having the URL of like background, and changing that to like I'll be going to top and background 5.jpg, so I will be writing here. Then you have to close that, come underneath, create nav index current, and I will be writing like nav left, which should be current, and create nav right, which should be current, and also create like nav up current, create nav down, which should be current. Then here when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath, creating padding 12 pixel, create padding left, which should be 12 pixel. Then I will be writing padding right, which should be 12 pixel, and create padding top 12 pixel, and I will be now writing padding bottom, which should be 12 pixel, and I will be now writing margin 10 pixel, create margin left 10 pixel, so I will be writing here. Then create margin right 10 pixel, and also write margin top 10 pixel, and I will be writing now right margin bottom 10 pixel here. Now when you've done that, just you have to hit save, go to app.js file, copy this random which is written here by pressing Ctrl C, come here again, write dot and paste your class name. Then when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath, creating justify content center, create also align items, which should be in center, create display, which should be of block, and I will be writing text align in center, and I will be also writing like float into left, and create box sizing, which should be border box, and create font style normal, and I will be also writing another thing which should be text justify, which should be inherit, so I will be just first of all erasing this thing here and changing that to normal, create text justify here, which should be inherit, so I will be writing that. Now here when you've done that, just I will be writing font size, but here there is problem coming, so I'll be now writing that. Now when you've done that, just I will be writing font size 15 pixel, create font weight, which should be 500, create font family, which should be Montserrat, comma sans serif. Then I will be just coming underneath again, creating border 1 pix solid white, and I will be writing like border color, which should be white, and I will be also writing like another thing which should be border radius, which should be 10 pixel, create like another thing which should be border, means I will be now writing color black. Then I will be writing now border style none, create border, and I will be writing border left 100 pixel, create border right, which should be 100 pixel, and I will be now writing border top 100 pixel, and I will be writing another thing which should be border bottom, so I will be writing that 200 pixel now. So here when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath, creating border width, which should be 100 pixel, then I will be writing width again 100 pixel, create height, which should be 100 pixel, then I will be just coming underneath again, and I will be just writing another thing which should be now. Okay, so here you can see we have defined that all thing, just I will be writing like justify content, align items, display, then we have written these all things. And now when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath again and creating border, which should be none. Then here when you've done that all, just I will be coming here again, creating line height 100 pixels, so I will be writing that. Then I will be doing another thing like I will be coming underneath and I will be writing like just outline none, and create list style none, and I will be writing list style type none, so I will be writing that here. Then I will be also writing like flex direction column, and create flex wrap, which should be wrap reverse. Then after it I'll be just coming underneath, creating flex flow column, create flex wrap, which should be wrap reverse. Okay, so now I'll be writing flex and changing that to like flex basis content, and I will be writing like flex, changing that to flex grow inherit. Then I will be writing flex shrink now, so here I'll be changing that to inherit again, create direction which should be inherit. Now here when you've done that all things, I will be hitting save, and when you've done that, just you have to do another thing like now. Here you can see we have defined these all things. Now I will be just coming underneath and I will be just going to my app.js file again, but first of all I will be just coming here and writing another thing which should be like, now I will be writing background which should be white, so I will be writing that here. Now when you've done that, just I will be writing background color which should be white, and I will be writing now background position also which should be in center, so just write here. Then I will be also writing like background position X, so here I will be writing like background position dash X which should be in center. Then I will be just coming underneath creating background position Y, so I will be writing that which should be in center. Then when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath creating background origin which should be like content box, create background clip which should also be content box here. Now when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath and I will be writing another thing which should be now background size which should be cover. Then I will be writing like background attachment, so I will be writing that to fixed, so here I will be writing. Now when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath again creating background and I will be writing that to background repeat which should be repeat. Then here I will be just coming underneath again creating background and I will be changing that to background clip which we have already written. Now I will be writing like background blend mode which should be color burn, so I will be writing like that. Now here when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath again creating background and I will be changing that to like background image which should be having the URL, and in this URL I will be changing like to background and just write dot, and I will be first of all going to top. Then I will be writing background 6.jpg, so create here. Then I will be just coming underneath creating nav index, so I will be writing that to current, so create here. Then I will be also writing like nav left which should be current, and I will be also writing like nav right current, so here I will be writing that. Now when you've done that all things, just I will be coming underneath creating nav up current and create nav down which should be current. Now when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath again creating padding 15 pixel, create padding left which should also be 15 pixel. Then I will be writing like padding right 15 pixel here. And now when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath again and creating a tag which should be now padding, but now I will be changing that to like padding top which should be 15 pixel, and I will be also writing like padding bottom which should also be like 15 pixel here. Now when you define that all things, just I will be writing another thing like I will be just coming here and I will be now writing like margin now, so here I will be now writing margin which should be 12 pixel. Then I will be just here coming and creating that 12 pixel. Then right margin left which should be 12 pixel, and I will be also writing like margin right which should be 12 pixel, so here I will be writing. Then I will be writing like margin top which should be 12 pixel, so here you have to create. Then I will be writing like margin bottom which should be 12 pixel here. Now when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath again, and but first of all I will be erasing these all things. Now I will be save that here. Then you have to just do one thing, you have to go to app.js file again and copy this button tag which is written here. After that copy here, but here I will be just first of all copying these all tags which is written here. So just first of all I will be copying that all, then I will be pasting underneath, so here I will be pasting that. Then I will be just changing that to color, so here I will be writing. Then here I will be changing that to like color 2, so here I will be writing means color 1. Then I will be changing that to color 2, and here I will be just coming underneath and changing this tag to like function. Then you have to just come underneath again create color 3, and I will be changing that to color 4, so here you have to write that. Then I will be changing this tag to color 5, so here you have to write. Now here when you've defined that all things, I will be save here. Then you have to just copy this button tag which is written here, go to app.css. Then I will be coming underneath writing dot, pasting my class name which I have just copied previously. Then I will be writing this brackets and creating justify content which should be in center. Then create align items which should be in center, and I will be also writing like display which should be of block, and also create another tag which should be text align in center. Okay, so just create here. Then I will be writing like float into left, and I will be also creating another tag which should be box sizing border box. So when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath and creating a tag which should be now font style which should be normal, so I will be writing that. Now here when you've done that all things, just I will be coming underneath creating text justify which should be inherit. Then you have to just come underneath again create font size which should be 15 pixel, create font weight which should be 500, and I will be writing like font family which should be Montserrat, comma sans serif. Okay, so just write that. Now here when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath creating border one pick solid white. Then I will be just coming underneath again creating border color should be white. And here when you've done that, just I will be writing color which should be black. Then you have to just come underneath create border radius 10 pixel. Then here you have to also write like border left 100 pixel, and I will be writing like border right which should be 100 pixel. And when you've done that, just I will be writing like border top which should be 100 pixel. Okay, so when you've done that all things, just I will be coming underneath creating border bottom 100 pixel now. So here we have done that all. Now I will be writing like border style none. Then I will be also creating like border width which will be 100 pixel, and I will be now writing line height 100 pixel. And when you've done that all things, just after it I'll be just coming underneath creating width 100 pixel, and also create height which will be 100 pixel. Then you have to create border none. Then I will be writing another thing which will be like outline which will be none, create list style none, and I will be writing another thing which will be list style type which will be none. So here when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath creating flex direction column, create flex wrap which will be wrap reverse. So here when you've done that all things, just I will be writing flex flow column, create flex grow which will be inherit. Then I will be writing like flex basis which will be content, create flex shrink inherit. Then I will be writing now direction which will also be inherit. Now I will be just coming underneath creating background white, create background color which will be white, and I will be writing like background position. So I will be writing like background position which should be in center, and I will be also writing like background position X which will be in center. So I will be writing that. Now after it I'll be just coming underneath creating background position Y. So here I will be writing like background position dash Y which will be in center. Then you have to just come underneath again and creating background attachment which will be fixed. So I will be writing that here. Then I will be writing like background, and I will be writing that to background size cover. And here I will be also writing like background, changing that to background clip which will be content box, create background origin. So I will be writing that to also content box. Then I will be just coming underneath creating background blend mode which will be color burn, and here I will be also writing like background repeat which will be repeat. So here you have to create. Then I will be just coming underneath creating background image which will be having the URL of like just I will be changing that to background, and I will be just doing one thing like going to top and here background 6. So I will be now writing background 7 dot jpeg. Close here, come underneath and create another tag which will be nav index current. Then I will be writing like nav left which will be current, and I will be also writing like nav right current. And here when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath creating nav up current, and you have to also create like nav down which will be current. So here when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath creating padding 15 pixel now, and here I will be also writing like padding left 15 pixel, and I will be writing like padding right which will be 15 pixel, create padding top. So I will be writing like padding top which will be 15 pixel, but first of all I will be raising this thing. Then I will be writing that to 15 pixel. Then here when you've done that, just I will be writing that to padding bottom 15 pixel. And when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath again, and I will be writing another thing which will be like margin, and the margin I will be wanting of like 10 pixel here. Then I will be just coming underneath again and creating a tag which will be like margin left which will also be 10 pixel, create margin right which will be 10 pixel, and I will be writing like margin, and I'll be writing like margin top which will be like 10 pixel. Now when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath creating margin, and I will be writing that to margin top which we have written already. Now I'll be writing margin bottom 10 pixel. So here when you've done that all things, just I will be doing like hitting save here. And now here when you've done that, just I will be going to app.js file. Then I will be copying this test class which is written here, go to app.css. Then I will be coming underneath writing dot, pasting my class name which I have just copied. Now I will be writing this curly brackets, coming underneath creating justify content center. Then I will be writing like align items which will be in center. Then I will be writing like display which will be of block. So I will be writing like display of block. Then I will be writing another thing which should be like tags align in center, and I will be also writing like another thing which should be float into left. So I will be writing like float into left. So here you have to write that. Then come underneath again create box sizing which should be border box, and I will be writing another thing which should be like font style which should be normal. So here when you've done that, just I'll be writing text justify which will be inherit, but here I will be writing correctly. Now I'll be writing text justify inherit, then I will be now writing font size, which should be like 15 pixel. Create font weight, so I will be writing like font weight, which should be like 500. So create, then I will be just coming underneath creating font family, which should be open sans comma sans serif. Then you have to just come underneath again, create border 1 pix solid white. Then here when you've done that, just I will be writing border color white, and you have to create like border radius, which should be 10 pixel. Then I will be writing like border left. Okay, so the border left I will be want of like 100 pixel. Then I will be writing like border right, which should be 100 pixel, and I will be also writing like border top, which should be 100 pixel. Then I will be writing like border bottom, so here I will be changing that to also 100 pixel now. So here when you've defined that all thing, just you have to do another thing, like I will be now writing like here we have done that all. Now here when you've defined that all things, just I will be doing another thing, like I will be coming underneath, and I will be just writing like border style, which should be none, so I will be writing that. Then I will be writing like border width, which should be 100 pixel. Then I will be writing another thing, which should be line height, which should be 100 pixel. So here you have to create that. Okay, so here when you've done that all things, just I will be coming underneath again, and I will be writing another thing, which should be 100 pixel. Then I will be just erasing here, then come underneath create height 100 pixel. Then I will be writing like border radius, which we have already written now. So now here I will be erasing this tag from here, and I will be just coming underneath, and here when you define that all things, just after that here we have defined not one thing. Okay, so we have defined all the things here, we have not defined color, so I will be writing that to black. Then you have to just come underneath create none, so I will be writing that. Now here I will be also writing like outline, which shall be none. Create list style none, so I will be writing that, and you have to also create list style type none. So here when you've done that all thing, just I will be coming underneath creating another tag, which will be flex direction column. Then here when you've done that, just I will be writing flex wrap, which will be wrap reverse. And after it I'll be just coming here creating flex flow column, create flex, and changing that to flex basis content. And I will be writing another thing, which should be like flex, and I'll be writing it to flex string inherit, create flex row, which should also be inherit. Then I will be just coming underneath creating direction inherit. And here when you've defined that all thing, just I will be doing like coming underneath again and creating border now, but we have already done, so I will be now writing background, but I will be pressing backspace. Then now I'll be writing background white. Then I'll be writing like background color, which will be white. And here when you've done that, just I will be writing like background position in center. Then I will be just coming underneath again and create background position dash x, which should be in center. Then I will be just writing like background position dash y in center. Then when you've done that all things, just I will be coming underneath again creating background attachment, which should be fixed, so here you have to write. Then I will be just now writing another thing, which will be like background size cover. Then I will be writing like background clip, which should be content box. Now here when you've done that, just I will be writing background origin, which should be content box. Then I will be writing another thing, which should be like background blend mode color burn, so I will be writing that. Then I will be writing background repeat, which should be repeat, so here you have to write. Then here I will be just coming underneath again creating background, and I will be changing this to like background image, which should be having the URL of like background 8.jpg. so here I will be writing that. Close by writing this, go to top, and here it is good, so I will be just going underneath, and I will be now writing nav index, which should be current. And you have to also create nav left current, and you have to also create like nav right, which should be current, and create nav up current, create nav down, which should also be current. Now when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath creating padding 15 pixel, create padding left, which should be 15 pixel, and I will be writing like padding right 15 pixel. And when you've done that, just I will be writing like padding top 15 pixel. And when you've done that all things, just I will be doing another thing, like I'll be writing padding bottom, which should be 15 pixel. Now I'll be writing margin 10 pixel, create margin left, which will be 10 pixels, so I will be writing that. Then you have to create margin right, which should be 10 pixel now. So here when you've done that, just I will be writing margin top 10 pixel. Then here I will be also creating like margin bottom, which should be 10 pixel now. So here when you've done that all things, I will be just hitting save here, so just you have to hit save. go to app.js file, and here you have to just copy this color class which is written here, copy that, go to app.css file. Then I will be doing another thing, like I will be coming underneath again and writing like dot, pasting my class name, then come underneath create justify content in center, and here I will be also writing like align items which should be in center. Then I will be writing display which should be of block, and I will be writing like text align in center, and I will be also writing like float into left. Then after it I'll be just coming underneath creating another tag which should be box sizing border box, and here when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath creating font style normal, so I will be writing that. Then I will be writing text justify inherit. Then you have to also create font size which should be 15 pixel. Then I'll be writing font weight which should be like 500, so I will be writing. Then I'll be writing like font family which should be like Montserrat, comma sans serif. Then I will be just coming underneath again create border 1 pixel solid white. Then I will be just coming underneath again creating border color white. Then after it I'll be just writing color of text black. Then here I will be also writing like border radius 10 pixel. Then after it I'll be just writing like border left 100 pixel, and I will be writing another thing which should be like border right which should be 100 pixels, so I will be writing that and create border. And when you've done that, just you have to do another thing, like when you've defined that all things, just I will be coming underneath and writing another thing which should be like border top which should be 100 pixels, so I will be writing that. Then I will be writing like border bottom which should be 100 pixels, so I will be writing that. Then I will be just coming underneath creating another thing which should be like border style which should be none. Then I will be writing like border width which should be 100 pixel. Then I will be writing another thing which should be like line height 100 pixels, so I will be writing that. Then you have to create like another thing which should be width 100 pixel. Then I will be writing like height 100 pixel, and I will be also writing like border none. Then create another thing which should be like outline none. Then when you've done that all things, just I will be coming underneath creating list style, but here I will be writing list style none. Then you have to create another thing which should be like list style type which should be none. So here when you've done that all things, just I will be coming underneath again and creating a tag which should be like flex direction column, so I will be writing here. Then create flex wrap, so I will be just erasing these things. Then I will be erasing this also and creating column. Then I will be writing flex wrap which should be wrap reverse. Then after it I'll be just coming underneath creating flex flow column, create flex basis which should be content, so I will be writing that. Then I will be writing like flex grow inherit, and I will be also writing another thing which should be like flex and change that to like flex shrink inherit. Then after it I'll be just writing direction inherit, come underneath create background which should be white, so I'll be writing that. Create background color white, so I will be writing that. Now here when you've done that all things, just I will be writing background position which should be in center. Then after it I'll be just coming underneath creating background position dash y, so dash x which shall be in center. Then I will be writing like background position dash y, so I will be writing like background position dash y which should be in center. Then here when you've done that all things, just I will be coming underneath creating background attachment which should be fixed. Then I will be writing like background size which should be cover. So when you've done that all things, just I will be coming underneath again creating another tag which should be like background repeat. Then I will be just coming underneath create background, and I'll be changing this to like background clip content box. Then create background origin which should be content box, and here you have to also write like background blend mode, so here I will be writing like that which should be color burn. So here when you've written that, just I will be coming underneath create background and change into like background repeat which we have already written. Now I'll be writing background image which should be having the URL of like background 9.jpg, and close. Here come underneath create nav index, then I will be changing that to current. Then after I'll be just going to top, and here we have defined till 8. Now I'll be just coming underneath creating nav left which should be current. Then I will be writing like nav right current, and you have to also create like another thing which should be like nav up current, and create nav down which should be current. So here when you've done that all thing, just come underneath create padding which should be 12 pixel, create padding left which should be 12 pixel, and I will be writing like padding right which should be 12 pixel, and I will be writing like padding top which should be 12 pixel, And when you've done that, just I will be now writing padding bottom, which should be 12 pixel. Then I will be just coming underneath, creating margin 10 pixel, create margin left 10 pixel, and I will be just writing now margin right, which should be 10 pixel, create margin top 10 pixel. Now here when you've done that, just I will be writing margin bottom, which will be 10 pixel now. So here when you've done that, just you have to hit save here again, go to app.js file, copy this color one class which we have written after this color, copy that by pressing Ctrl C, go to app.css file, then I will be coming underneath again and I'll be going to top again, then write dot, paste your class name which you have just copied, then I will be writing this curly bracket here, coming underneath and creating justify content which should be in center. Then you have to create align items which should be in center, and I will be writing another thing which should be like justify which we have written. So now I'll be writing display which should be a block, create text align which should be in center, so I will be writing that. Then I will be also writing like float into left, and you have to also create another tag which should be like box sizing which should be border box. So here when you've done that, all this I will be coming underneath and creating font style normal, so here you have to create, then create another thing which should be like text justify which should be inherit, so I will be writing that. Now here I will be just coming underneath, creating font size which should be 15 pixel, create font weight which should be 500, then create font family which should be like open sans, so I will be writing like open sans comma sans serif. So here when you've done that, just I will be writing border 1 pixel solid white, so I will be writing that, create border color which should be white, and define color which should be black, create border left which should be 100 pixel, and I will be writing like border right which should be 100 pixel, and I will be writing another thing which should be border top which should be 100 pixel, then I will be writing like border bottom, so here I will be changing that to 100 pixel now. So here I will be also writing like border style which should be none, then create border width which should be 100 pixels, so I will be writing that. Now here I will be just writing line height also which should be 100 pixel, then I will be writing like width which should be 100 pixel, create height 100 pixel, then I will be writing like border radius, so I will be changing that to 10 pixel, come underneath, create border none, so I will be writing here. And when you've done that, just I will be also writing like outline none, create list style which should be none, so I will be writing that. Then I will be also writing like list style type none, so I will be writing here. Now when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath, creating flex direction which should be column, so I will be writing here. Then when you've done that, just I will be writing flex wrap which should be wrap reverse, then I will be just coming underneath, creating flex flow which should be column, create flex basis which should be content, create flex, and I'll be changing that to flex grow inherit, so I will be writing that. Then I will be just writing like flex, and I will be changing that to flex shrink inherit, create direction which should also be like inherit. Then I will be just coming underneath, creating a tag which should be flex, and I'll be just erasing here, creating background now which should be white, so here I'll be writing that. Then I'll be also writing like background color which should be white, create background, and I'll be changing that to background position in center. Then I will be writing like background position X which should be in center, and I will be writing like background position Y which should be in center. So here when you've done that all things, just I will be writing background position dash Y in center. Then I will be just coming underneath, creating background attachment which should be fixed, then I will be writing like that. Now here when you've done that, just I will be writing background size which should be cover, and I will be writing now background clip, so I will be writing that which should be like content box, create background origin, so I will be writing that to also content box. Now here when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath, creating background blend mode which should be having like color band, so I will be writing that. Now here I will be just coming underneath again, creating background, changing this to like background repeat which should be repeat. Then I will be just writing now background image which should be having the URL, and in this URL I will be just writing now background dot png, and here we have done that. Just I will be now closing that, coming underneath, creating nav index current, so I will be writing that. And you have to also create like nav left which should be current, and I will be writing like nav right current, and you have to also create like nav up current, and create nav down which will be current. And when you've done that all things, just I will be coming underneath, creating padding 15 pixel, create padding left which will be 15 pixel, and I will be writing like padding right 15 pixel, and you have to also write like padding top 15 pixel, then create padding bottom which should be 15 pixel. Then I will be now writing like margin which should be 10 pixel. So here I will be writing create margin left 10 pixel, and I will be also writing like margin right 10 pixel. So here you have to create, then I will be writing like margin top 10 pixel, and I will be writing margin bottom which should be 10 pixel now. So here when you've done that, just you have to hit save, go to app.js file and copy this color2 class which is written after this color one. Then I'll be going to app.css file again, and I will be just pasting my class name which I have just copied previously. Then I will be writing dot in the starting because it is a class. Now I will be just pasting my class name here, so just paste that. Now here I will be just coming underneath creating justify content center, create align items which should be in center. Then I will be also writing like display which should be of block, then create text align in center, and you have to also create another tag which should be like float into left. Okay, so here when you've done that, just I will be writing box sizing which should be border box, create font style which should be normal, so I will be writing that. Then I will be writing another thing which should be text justify which should be inherit. Then I will be just coming underneath creating font size 14 pixel, create font weight which should be 500, create font family which should be like font Sirath, comma sans serif. Then you have to just come underneath create border 1 pix solid white. Then I will be just writing now border color white, create color which should be black, so I will be writing that. Now here I will be just coming underneath creating border radius 10 pixel. Then I will be writing another thing which should be like border left 100 pixel, then create border right which should be 100 pixels, so I will be writing that. Now when you've done that all things, just I will be writing border top 100 pixel, and I will be writing like border bottom which should also be 100 pixel now. So here when you've done that, just I will be writing border style none. Then you have to create like border width 100 pixel, then create line height 100 pixel, and I will be also writing like width 100 pixel, then create height which should be 100 pixel. Then I will be writing border none, so I will be writing that. Then when you've done that, just I will be writing outline none, create list style none, then I will be writing list style type none. So here when you've written that all things, just I will be now writing list style type none. So here when you've done that, just come underneath and create a tag which should be like flex direction column, so I will be writing that. Create flex wrap which should be wrap reverse, so create here. Then create flex flow column, and also create flex basis content, create flex grow inherit. Then I will be also writing like another thing which should be flex, changing this to flex shrink inherit, create direction inherit now. So when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath creating background now which should be white. Then I will be writing like background color which should be white, and I will be writing another thing which should be like background position in center. Then you have to write like background position x, so I will be writing like background position dash x which should be in center. And here when you've done that all things, just I will be coming underneath creating background position, and I will be writing like dash y in center. Then come underneath again create background origin, so I will be writing like background origin content box, create background clip which should be content box. Then I will be also writing like background size which should be cover, then create background, and I will be just writing background size which should be cover. Then I will be writing like background attachment which should be fixed, so I will be writing that. Then I will be writing now background and changing this to like background, and I will be writing that to background blend mode which should be color 1. So here when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath creating background image which should be having URL, and I will be just taking that to like background, and I will be just going to top, and I will be just writing like background1.png. Then I will be just coming underneath creating nav index which should be current, then I'll be writing nav left current, and I will be just writing like that. And then I will be just writing another thing which should be like nav right which should be current. Then when you've done that all things, just I will be writing another thing which should be nav up current, create nav down which should be current. Now when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath again creating padding 12 pixel, create padding left which should be 12 pixel, and I will be writing like padding right which should be 12 pixel here. Now when you've done that, just I will be writing padding top 12 pixel, then create padding bottom which should be 12 pixel. Then you have to just come underneath create margin 10 pixel now. So here when you've done that all things, just I will be now writing margin left which should be 10 pixel, then create margin right which should be 10 pixel, and I will be writing like margin top which will be 10 pixel, and I will be also writing like margin bottom, so I will be changing that to like 10 pixel again. So here when you've done that, just you have to hit save here, go to app.js file, copy this function tag. After that, by pressing Ctrl C, go to app.css file, then I will be coming underneath by pressing 2 enters, then I will be writing dot because it is a class, pasting my class name which I have just copied previously. Then I will be writing this curly brackets, in that I will be writing justify content center, create align items which should be in center, so I will be writing like align item center, create display which should be of block, and I will be writing like text align center. And when you've done that all things, just I will be coming underneath, creating float into left, and I will be writing like box sizing which should be border box, so here I will be writing that. Come underneath again, create another thing which should be like, I will be just writing font style which should be normal, then I will be writing like text justify which should be inherit, then I will be writing like font size which should be 15 pixel, create font weight which should be 500, then I'll be writing font family which should be like Montserrat comma sans serif, so I will be writing that. Then I will be just coming underneath, creating border 1 pix solid white, then I will be writing like border color which should be white, so I will be writing that. Then I will be just writing border color which should be black, then I will be just coming here, creating border radius 10 pixel, then I will be just changing that to border left 100 pixel, and you have to also create like border right, so I will be writing that of 100 pixel, then create border top 100 pixels, I will be writing that here. Then when you've done that all thing, just now I will be writing like border and change into like border bottom now 100 pixel. Now when you've done that, just I will be changing that to border style none, so I will be writing that, create border width which will be 100 pixel, create width 100 pixel, then create height which will be 100 pixel. Now when you've done that all thing, just I will be now writing border which will be none, but here we have not written one thing like now we have not written line height, so now here just you have to erase these all. Just I will be writing line height 100 pixel, create width 100 pixel, then I will be writing height 100 pixel, then I'll be just coming underneath, create border none, and I will be writing like outline none. And here when you've done that, just I'll be writing list style none, so here you have to create. Then when you've done that all things, just I will be writing list style type this should be none, then I will be just doing one thing, coming underneath and writing flex direction, so I will be writing that to column, so here you have to create. Then I will be just coming here and creating that, then create flex wrap which should be wrap reverse, so here when you've done that, just I will be writing flex flow column, then I'll be writing like flex grow, but first of all I will be writing like flex basis content, then I'll be writing flex grow, so here you have to write like flex grow inherit, so here you have to write correctly. Then I will be writing like flex shrink inherit, then I will be writing direction which will also be inherit. Come underneath, create background now which should be white, and I will be also writing like background color which should be white, and you have to also create like background position which should be in center, then I will be writing like background position X which should be in center. And here when you've done that all thing, just now I'll be writing like background position dash Y in center, so I will be writing that, create background size which should be cover. And here when you've done that, just I will be writing background attachment, so I will be changing that to fixed. And here we have done that all thing, just I will be writing background clip which should be content box, so I will be writing that. So here I'll be just erasing that all things here, then I'll be writing like content box. Then here when you've done that, just I will be writing background origin which should also be like content box, create background, and I'll be writing background blend mode which should be color one, so I will be writing, then I will be just doing like that. Now here when you've done that all things, just I will be coming underneath, creating background repeat which will be repeat, then I will be just coming underneath again, creating background, and I will be writing background image which should be having the URL of like background 1.png. so here when you've written that, just I'll be closing this, coming underneath, creating nav index which should be current, so here write it correctly. Then here when you've done that, just I will be now writing nav left which should be current, then I'll be writing like nav right current, and I will be also writing like nav up current, create nav down which should also be current, so I will be writing another thing like nav down which should be current. Now here when you've done that, just I will be writing correctly like that. Now here you have to just come underneath, create padding 15 pixel, padding left, which will also be 15 pixel. Create padding right, which will be 15 pixel. And I will be also writing another thing which will be padding top 15 pixel. And create padding bottom, which will be 15 pixel. Create another thing which will be margin 11 pixel. Create margin left, which will be 11 pixel. And you have to also write like margin right 11 pixel. Then I will be writing like margin top 11 pixel. And create margin bottom, which will be 11 pixel. Now so here when you've done that all things, I will be hitting save, go to app.js file here. Then here I will be just copying another class name which is called color3. After this function, copy that by pressing Ctrl C. Then here you have to do one thing, like you have to go to app.css file again. Then I will be just coming underneath, writing dot, pasting my class name which I have just copied. Then come underneath, create justify content, which should be in center. Create align items, which should be in center. Then I will be writing display, which should be of block. And create float into left. Then I will be also writing like text align in center. Then I will be writing like box sizing, border box. And here when you've done that, just I will be now writing font style normal. Then create text justify, which should be inherit. Then I will be also writing like font size, which should be 15 pixel. Create font weight, which should be 500. Then I'll be writing font family, which should be like Mont Serif, comma sans serif. Then I will be just coming underneath, creating border, which should be 1 pix solid white. Then here when you've defined that all things, just come underneath, create border color white. Okay, so just write like that. Then I will be writing the color of text, which should be black. Then here you have to write border radius 10 pixel. Then I will be also writing like border left, which should be 100 pixel. Create border right, which should be 100 pixel by writing that. Now here when you've done that, just I will be writing border top 100 pixel. And create border bottom, so I will be writing that to 100 pixel now. And I will be also writing like border style, which should be none. And create border, and I will be changing this to border width, which should be 100 pixel. So here I'll be writing that. Create line height 100 pixel. And I will be now writing width, so I will be writing like width, which should be 100 pixel. So I will be writing like width 100 pixel. So write that. Then I'll be writing like height 100 pixel. Then when you've done that, just I will be writing border none. And I'll be also writing like outline none. Then you have to create like list style, which should be none. So here I'll be writing that. Then when you've done that, just I'll be writing list style type, which should be none. Then I'll be just coming underneath, creating another tag, which should be like flex direction column. So I will be writing that. Then create flex wrap, which should be wrap reverse. So I will be writing this. Create flex flow column. Create flex basis, which should be content. Create flex, and changing this to like flex grow inherit. Then I will be just writing like flex shrink. So here I'll be changing that to inherit. Create direction, which should be inherit here. Then I will be just coming underneath, creating background, which should be white. Then change this to like background color, so I will be writing like background color white. Create background position, so I will be changing that to in center. And here when you've done that all things, just I will be now writing background position dash x, which should be in center. Then here I will be just erasing that and writing like that. Then I will be writing background position dash y in center. Then I will be just coming underneath again, creating background position dash, because now we have written. So now I'll be writing like background attachment, which should be fixed. Then I will be writing background size, which should be cover. And here when you've done that all things, just I will be doing another thing, like I will be just now writing background, and I will be just changing this to like background origin, which should be content box. Create background, and I'll be changing this to like background blend mode, which should be color band. So here when you've done that all things again, so I will be doing like coming underneath again, creating background clip content box here. Then I will be just coming underneath, create background blend mode, which we have written. Now I'll be writing background repeat, which should be repeat. Then here you have to just write background image, so I will be writing that. Okay, so here you have to write with the URL, and in this URL I will be defining another thing, like just you have to go to the top. So here I will be defining background 2.png, so I'll be writing background 2.png. Then I will be just closing that, coming underneath, creating nav index current. Then I'll be writing like nav left current. Create again, which will be nav right current. And I will be also writing like nav up current, so I will be writing like nav up, which should be current. Then I'll be writing like nav down current, so I will be writing nav down current. Then when you've done that all things, just I will be coming underneath, creating padding 10 pixel. Create padding left, so I will be writing like padding left. So here I'll be just writing padding left 10 pixel, then create padding right which should be 10 pixel, then I will be writing like padding top, so I will be writing padding top 10 pixel, and I will be just writing like padding bottom which should be 10 pixel. So here I will be just writing padding bottom 10 pixel. Now here when you've done that, just I will be writing margin 11 pixel, create margin left 11 pixel, then I will be writing margin right 11 pixel, and here when you've done that all things, just I will be writing margin top 11 pixel, and I will be also writing like margin bottom 11 pixel. So here when you've done that, just you have to hit save here, and now here when you've defined that all thing, just you have to do another thing like, now when you've defined that all thing, just you have to go to app.js file again, then here I will be going to app.css again, then going to top, you have defined till color 3. Now I will be just coming underneath, go to app.js file again, then copy this section which is called color 4. So I will be just copying that, go to app.css file again, then I will be going to up, then here I will be just doing one thing like I'll be just going to up again, then here we have just given this space here, you can see that. Okay, so here I will be just going to top, and I will be just check one thing here also. Okay, so here we have just everywhere we have just given the space. If I show you, okay, so yes, so here we have just given space here, so I'll be just going down enough, then I will be just writing dot because it is a class, and pasting my class name which I have just copied, then I will be just coming underneath, creating justify content which should be in center, then I will be writing like align items which should be in center, then I will be also writing like display which should be of block, and you have to also create another thing which should be like, now it should be just I will be writing it to text align in center, and when you've done that all, just I will be writing float into left, so here you have to write that, then after it I will be just coming underneath, creating box sizing which should be border box, then I will be just coming underneath again, creating font style which should be normal, then I will be writing text justify which should be inherit, then I will be just coming underneath, creating font size which should be 15 pixel, create font weight which should be 500, then I will be writing like font family. Okay, so just you have to create it correctly, then I will be creating font family which should be Mont Serif comma sans serif, then when you've done that, just I will be writing now border 1 pix solid white, then I will be just writing now border color which should be white, so I will be writing that, and here when you've done that, just I will be writing color which should be black, and when you've done that all, just I will be coming underneath, creating border radius 10 pixel, then I will be just coming here again, creating border left which should be 100 pixel, and I will be writing like border right which should be 100 pixel, just when you've done that, just now I will be writing border top which will be 100 pixel again, then I will be writing like border bottom, so I will be changing that to also 100 pixel now. So when you've done that all things, I will be coming underneath, creating border style which should be none, then here when you've done that all, just I will be coming underneath again, creating border width which should be 100 pixel now, and I will be also writing like line height 100 pixel, then create width which should be 100 pixel, and I will be writing like height which should be also 100 pixel now. So here when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath, creating border none, then I will be writing like outline none, then here I will be also writing another thing which should be like list style none, and I will be writing like list style type which should be none. So here when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath again, and I will be just writing another thing which should be like outline, but I will be just erasing from here, then I will be just coming underneath and creating a tag which should be now like flex direction which should be column, so I will be writing that, then I will be writing like flex ref which will be wrap reverse, so I will be writing that also, then I will be just coming underneath, creating flex flow column, create another thing which should be like flex grow inherit, then I will be writing another thing which should be like flex, and I will be changing this to like flex basis content, then I will be changing this to flex shrink inherit, create direction which should also be inherit now. So here when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath, creating background which should be white, and I will be just writing like background color which should be white, then I will be also writing like background position which should be in center. So here when you've done that, just I will be doing one thing like I will be just coming underneath and creating background position X which should be in center, so here I will be writing that, then here I will be also writing another thing which should be now like background, and I will be just changing this to like background position dash Y which should be in center, then I will be just coming underneath and creating background position, and I will be just changing this background position to dash Y which we have already written. Now I will be writing background attachment fixed, then I will be changing this to background size which should be cover, and I will be also writing another thing which should be now background clip, which should be content box, create background origin, which should also be like content box. Then I will be just coming underneath creating background blend mode, which should be color band. And here when you've done that all things, just after that I will be coming underneath creating background repeat, which should be repeat. Then I will be just coming underneath again creating background image, which should be having the URL, and in that URL I will be defining my image name, which should be like background, and I will be changing this to like background dot, and I will be just writing like, first of all I will be going to top here, then here it is background 2, so I will be writing now background 3 dot png. So here when you've done that, just I will be closing this here, and I will be writing another thing which should be like, now here you can see we have defined till background image. I will be just coming underneath and creating nav index, which should be current. Then here when you've done that, just I will be writing nav left, which should be current. Then I will be writing like nav right, which should be current, and I will be writing like nav up current, and create nav down, which should also be current. Now when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath creating another tag which should be now padding, and the padding I will be needing of 15 pixel. Create padding left, which will also be 15 pixel, and here you have to write like padding right 15 pixel, and I will be writing like padding top, which will be 15 pixel. Then I will be writing like padding bottom, which will also be 15 pixel now. So here when you've done that, just I will be writing margin, which will be 10 pixel. Create margin left, which will be 10 pixel now, and I will be also writing like margin right, which will be 10 pixel. So I will be writing that, and when you've done that, just I will be writing another thing which will be like margin top, which will be 10 pixel, and I will be writing like margin bottom, which should be 10 pixel. So here when you've done that, just I will be hitting save here. Then you have to go to app.js file again, then copy this color 5 class which is written here by pressing Ctrl C. Go to app.css file, then I will be just coming underneath writing dot because it is a class, and pasting my class name which I have just copied. Then I will be just coming here creating justify content, which will be in center. Then here when you've done that, just I will be writing align items, which should be in center, and I will be also writing like display, which should be of block. Create text align center, and I will be also writing like float into left. And here when you've defined that all things, just after it I will be coming underneath, and I will be writing box sizing, which should be border box. Then I will be just coming underneath again creating another tag which should be like font style normal. So I will be just writing another tag which should be text justify inherit. Then I will be writing another thing which should be font size, and the font size 15 pixel. Create font weight, which should be 500. Then I'll be writing font family, which should be like Montserrat. So I will be writing like Montserrat, comma sans serif. Then I will be just coming underneath creating border 1 pix solid, and I will be writing like white. Then I will be just coming underneath again creating border color white. Create color, which should be black. Then I will be now writing border radius, which should be 10 pixel now. So here when you've done that, just I will be writing border left 100 pixel. Then I will be also writing like border right, which will be 100 pixel. And here when you've done that, just I will be writing like border top 100 pixel, and I will be also writing like border bottom, which will be 100 pixel now. Then I will be writing like border style none, and create border width, which will be 100 pixel. Then I will be also writing like line height, which will be 100 pixel. Then create again, which will be like width 100 pixel. Then I will be writing like height, which will be 100 pixel. Create border none. Then I will be writing like outline, which will be none, and I will be also writing like another thing which will be list style none, and create list style type none. So I will be writing that. Then when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath creating a tag which should be flex direction column. Then I will be writing like flex wrap, which should be wrap reverse. Then when you've done that all things, just I will be now writing wrap reverse. Then here when you've done that, just I will be writing flex flow column. Create flex basis, which should be content, and also create flex grow inherit. And I will be now writing flex shrink inherit. Create direction, which should be inherit now. So when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath creating background, which should be white. So I will be writing that. Then create background color, which should be white, and also create like background position, which should be in center. So here when you've done that, just now I'll be writing background position dash x, which should be in center. And here when you've done that all things, just I will be now writing background position dash y, which should be in center. And I will be also writing like background, and I will be writing background attachment, which should be fixed. And I will be writing like background, and I'll be changing this to like background size cover. And here when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath creating background repeat, which should be repeat now. So here when you've done that, just now I will be writing like background clip, content box, create background origin, which will also be like content box. Then I will be just coming underneath and create background blend mode, which will be color burn. So here when you've done that all thing, just I will be writing another thing which will be like background, and I'll be changing this to like background image, which will be having the URL of like background 4.png. Then close, then come underneath, create another tag which will be nav index current. Then I will be writing like nav left, which will be current, and I will be also writing like nav right current, and create nav up, which will be current. So I will be writing, then I will be also writing like nav down, which will be current. Then when you've done that, just I will be writing padding now 11 pixel, then create padding left, which will be 11 pixel, then create padding right, which will be 11 pixel, and I will be writing like padding top 11 pixel now. Then here when you've done that, just I will be writing padding bottom 11 pixel now. Then I will be now writing margin 10 pixel, create margin left 10 pixel, then I will be also writing like margin right, which should be 10 pixel, and create margin bottom, which should be 10 pixel here. Now when you've done that, just I will be doing like coming underneath again, creating margin top, which should be 10 pixel here. Now when you've done that all things, I will be just hitting save here, go to app.js file again, then I will be copying these two again here and pasting here. Then I'll be changing this one to console. Okay, so just change that to console, and I will be changing this to log. So here just change that. Then when you've done that, just I will be changing this to like color 6, color 7. Then I will be just copying this color 6 class first of all. Then you have to just hit save here, go to app.css file. Then I will be just coming underneath again and writing dot and pasting my class name which I have just copied. Then I will be coming underneath, creating a tag which should be justify content, which should be in center. Then I will be writing like align items, which should be in center. And here when you've done that, just I'll be writing display, which should be of block. Then create text align in center. And here when you've done that, just I will be now writing like float into left. And you have to also create like box sizing, which should be border box, create font style, which should be normal. And I will be writing like text justify inherit. Then I will be writing like font size, which should be 15 pixel, create font weight, which should be 500, create font family, which should be like Montserrat, comma sans serif. Then I will be just coming underneath, creating border 1 pixel solid white, then create border color white, so I will be writing that. Then after it I'll be just writing the color, which will be black, create color border radius, which should be 10 pixel. Then I will be now writing border left, which will be 100 pixel, then create border right, which will be 100 pixel now. Then when you define that all thing, just now I will be writing like border top 100 pixel I will be writing, then create border bottom, which should be also 100 pixel now. So here when you've done that all things, just I will be coming underneath, creating border, and I'll be changing this to like border style none, then create outline none. But first of all I will be writing like border width, which should be 100 pixel. Then I will be writing like line height, which should be 100 pixels, so I will be writing that. Then when you define that all things, just now I'll be writing width 100 pixel, create height, which will be 100 pixel now. Then I will be just coming underneath, creating border none, and I will be also writing like outline none. Then I will be writing border, but I will be just writing now list style none, and create list style type none, so I will be writing that. Now here when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath, creating another tag which will be like flex direction column, so I will be writing here. And here when you've done that, now here I'll be just closing, then writing that. Then create flex wrap, which will be wrap reverse. And when you've done that, just I will be writing flex flow column, create flex, and I'll be changing that to flex basis content, create flex grow, which should be inherit. Then I will be changing this to flex shrink inherit, create direction inherit. Then I will be just coming underneath, creating another type which will be like background now. So the background I will be needing of white, so here I will be changing this to white. Then I will be just coming underneath, creating background color white. Then I will be just changing this to like background position in center. Then I will be changing this to like background position X, which should be in center. And here when you've done that all things, just I will be now writing background position dash Y, which will be in center. Then I will be now writing background attachment, which will be fixed, and I will be writing another tag which will be background size cover. And here when you've done that, just I will be writing now background clip, which will be content box. Then I will be writing like background origin, which will also be content box. Then I will be writing now background repeat, which will be repeat, and I will be just coming underneath again and creating background, and I'll be changing this to like another thing which should be like background image, which should be having the URL of like background, and I will be changing this to like background 5.png. So here I will be writing, then I'll be just writing that and creating nav index which should be current, so I will be writing that. Then here when you've done that all things, just I will be writing nav left current, and I will be writing like nav right which should be current, and create nav up current. And when you've done that all things, just I will be writing now nav down which should be current. Now when you've done that, just I will be writing padding which should be 15 pixel, create padding left which should be 15 pixel, then I will be writing like padding right which should be 15 pixel, then I will be writing like padding top 15 pixel, and I will be writing padding bottom which should be 15 pixel. Now so here when you've done that all things, now I'll be writing margin 10 pixel, create margin left which should be 10 pixel, and I will be writing like margin right 10 pixel, and I will be also writing like margin top which should be 10 pixel, create margin bottom which should be 10 pixel. Now so here when you've done that, just you have to hit save here, then you have to go to app.js file again, then I'll be copying this color 7 class which is written here, go to app.css file, then I will be just coming underneath and I will be writing dot because it is a class, then I'll be pasting my class name, come underneath, create justify content which should be in center, then I will be just coming underneath again, creating align items which should be in center. So here when you've done that all things, just I will be coming underneath, creating justify, we have already done, so I'll be now writing display which should be a block, then I will be writing like text align which should be in center, then here you have to write like float into left, and I will be also writing another thing which should be like box sizing which should be border box. So here I will be writing that to border box, then I will be just coming underneath and I will be writing another thing which should be font style normal, and here when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath again, create text justify which should be inherit, then I will be just writing now font size which should be 15 pixel, create font weight which should also be 15 pixel, means 500 now. So I'll be writing now font family which should be like Montserrat comma sans serif. Now here when you've done that, just I will be now writing border which should be 1 pixel solid white, so I'll be writing that here. Then you have to also create like border color white, create color of text which should be black, then I will be writing like border radius 10 pixel, then create border left which should be 100 pixels, so I will be writing that. Then you have to also create like border right 100 pixel, then here when you've done that, just I will be writing border top which should be 100 pixel now. So here I will be writing that. Now here when you've done that all things, just I will be going top, erasing this, then creating border bottom which should be 100 pixel, then when you've done that all things, just I will be coming underneath, creating border width, but now first of all I will be writing border style none, then here when you've done that, just I will be now writing like border width which should be 100 pixel, create line height 100 pixel, and here I will be also writing like width 100 pixel, so here I will be creating, then I will be also writing height 100 pixel, then create border none, and I will be also writing like outline which should be none, then also create list style none, and create list style type none. So here when you've done that, just I will be writing now another thing which should be now flex direction. Okay, so I will be now writing flex direction columns, I will be writing that. Now here when you've done that, just I will be writing flex wrap which should be wrap reverse, then I'll be writing flex flow column, create flex basis content, and create flex grow which should be inherit, then I will be writing like flex shrink which should be inherit, create direction inherit, then I will be just coming underneath, creating background now which should be white, then I will be now writing background color which should be white, and create background position which should be in center, then I will be just writing now background position dash x which should be in center, then I will be just coming underneath, creating background position dash y which should be in center, and I will be just coming underneath, creating background attachment which should be fixed, so I will be writing that. Then you have to create like background, and I'll be changing this to like background size cover, then I will be just coming underneath, creating background clip content box, create background origin, so I will be writing that, which should also be like content box, then I will be just coming underneath, creating background blend mode which should be color one. So here when you've done that, just I will be writing another thing which should be like background, write background repeat which should be repeat, So here I will be writing, then come underneath create background image, we should be having the URL of like background. Okay, so I will be just writing the URL of like background, and I will be changing this to like background, and I'll be going to top, and this is background 6.jpg, so I'll be writing background 6.png now. So I'll be just coming underneath creating nav index current, then here when you've done that, just I'll be writing nav left which will be current, then you have to create like nav right current, so I will be writing like nav right current, then here I will be also writing like nav up current, create nav down which will be current, so I will be writing that. Now here I will be also writing like padding which will be 15 pixel, create padding left which will also be 15 pixel, and I will be writing like padding right which will be 15 pixel, create padding top which will be 15 pixel, and I will be writing like padding bottom which will be 15 pixel now. Then when you've done that, just I will be writing margin 11 pixel, create another tag which will be like margin left which will be 11 pixel, create margin right which will be 11 pixel, then I will be writing like margin top which will be 11 pixel, and I will be also writing like margin bottom 11 pixel. Now here when you've done that, just you have to hit save here, go to app.js file again, then I will be just copying this here and paste that here, then I will be just changing this to 8, then 9, and I will be changing this to page. Okay, so I'll be writing landing page, and here I'll be writing the e-commerce, so here I'll be writing e-commerce store. Now here when you've done that, just you have to hit save, then you have to just copy this another tag which should be like this one, color 8, copy that, go to app.css here, then I will be just coming underneath again and writing dot, pasting my class name, coming underneath again, creating justify content center, then you have to write align items which should be in center, then I will be writing like display which should be of block, create text align center, then I will be also writing like float into left. Okay, so when you've done that, just I will be writing another thing which will be box sizing. Okay, so I will be writing now box sizing border box, and here when you've done that, just now I'll be writing like font style which should be normal, then I will be now writing text justify, so I will be writing that to inherit, then I will be now writing font size which will be 15 pixel, create font weight which will be like 500, and create font family which will be like Montserrat comma sans serif, then I will be just coming underneath and creating border which will be 1 pixel solid white, then I will be writing now border color which will be white, create color of text which will be black, so I will be writing that, and here you have to also write like border radius 10 pixel, so I will be creating, then I will be writing like border left which will be 100 pixel, then I will be now writing like border right which will be 100 pixel, then I will be coming underneath creating border top which will be 100 pixel, and I will be writing like border bottom which will be 100 pixel now. So here when you've done that, just now I'll be writing like border style none, and I will be writing another thing which will be like border width 100 pixel, then create line height which will be 100 pixel, and create width 100 pixel again, then create height which will be 100 pixel now. So here when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath creating border none, then I will be writing like outline none, and here when you've done that, just I will be writing list style none, and after it I will be also creating list style type none, then when you've done that all things, just I will be coming underneath creating another tag which should be like flex direction columns, I will be writing that, then I'll be writing flex wrap which should be wrap reverse, then when you've done that, just I will be writing flex flow which will be column create flex, and I'll be writing flex basis content create flex, and I'll be changing that to flex grow inherit, then I will be writing flex shrink inherit, then I will be just writing now direction which will be inherit, come underneath create background now which will be white, and I will be also writing like background color white, then when you've done that, just now I'll be writing like background position in center, and when you've done that all things, just I will be now writing background position dash x which will be in center, and here when you've done that, just now I'll be writing background position dash y in center, so I will be writing like background position dash y in center, then you have to just come underneath again create background size which will be cover, so I will be writing that, then I will be also writing like background attachment which will be fixed, so I will be writing here, then when you've done that, just now I will be writing background repeat which will be repeat, then here you have to write background clip which will be content box create background origin, which will also be content box, and you have to also create like background blend mode, which should be color burn. Then I will be writing another thing which should be like background, and I will be just changing this to like background image, which should be having the URL, and in this URL I will be writing like background, and here I will be first of all closing this tag. Then here I will be writing like background 7.png, so here I will be writing that. Now here when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath and creating nav index, which should be current, so I will be writing. And here when you've done that all things, just I will be coming underneath creating nav left current, create nav right current, so I will be writing that. Then I will be also writing like nav up current, create nav down current. So here when you've done that all things, just I will be doing another thing like I will be coming underneath creating padding 10 pixel, create padding left, so I will be writing like padding left 10 pixel, and I will be writing like padding right, which should be 10 pixel. Then I will be writing padding top, which should be 10 pixel. Then I will be writing now padding bottom, which should be 10 pixel now. So here when you've done that, just I will be writing margin, which should be like 10 pixel, and margin left should also be 10 pixel, and margin right should also be 10 pixel. Then I will also want like margin top 10 pixel, and margin bottom, which should be 10 pixel now. So here when you've done that all things, I will be hitting save, and when you've done that, just you have to do another thing like now when you've defined that all things, just I will be going to app.js, but first of all I will be going to top. So we have defined till color 8. Now I will be just going to again, then I will be just copying this color9 class, go to app.css, and I will be just coming underneath writing dot and pasting my class name which I have just copied. Now I will be just coming here again and creating another tag which should be now like justify content, which should be in center, so I will be writing that. Create align items, which should be in center. Then I will be writing like display, which should be of block. Then I will be also writing like text align center. Then I will be writing another thing which should be float into left, and when you've done that, just I will be writing box sizing, which should be border box. Then you have to just come underneath creating font style, which should be normal, so I will be writing that. Now here when you've done that all things, just I will be coming underneath creating text justify inherit. Then here when you define that all things, just I will be coming underneath creating font size, which should be 15 pixel, create font weight, which should be like I will be just first of all erasing. Then I will be changing this to like 500. And now here when you've done that, just I will be writing font family, which should be like Montserrat, comma sans serif, so here I'll be writing. So first of all I will be erasing these all things. Now here when you've done that, just I will be writing now border, which should be 1 pixel solid white, so I will be writing that. Then here when you've done that, just I will be writing another thing which will be like border color white. So here we have done that. Now we'll be writing the color of text black. Then here you have to write like border left, which will be 100 pixel, so here you have to write that. Then here when you've done that, just I will be writing border right, which will also be 100 pixel. Create border top, which will be 100 pixel, and I will be writing like border bottom, which should be 100 pixel now. So here when you've done that, now I will be writing like border style none, and here when you've done that all things, now I will be writing like border width 100 pixel. Create line height, which will be 100 pixel, so I will be writing that. Now when you've done that all things, just I will be coming underneath creating width 100 pixel. Then I'll be writing line height 100 pixel, but we have written that, so I'll be only writing height 100 pixel now. So here when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath creating border, but here we have not written border radius, so I will be writing border radius 10 pixel. Then create border, which should be none. Then I will be also writing like outline none, so here I will be writing like outline, so outline none. So here when you've done that, just I will be writing list style, which should be none. Create another tag which should be like list style type none. So here when you've done that, just I will be coming underneath creating flex direction columns, I will be writing that. Then I will be writing like flex rep, which should be rep reverse. So now here when you've done that, just I will be writing flex flow column, create flex basis content, create flex grow inherit. Then I will be writing like flex shrink, which should be inherit. Create direction, which should be inherit. Then I will be just coming underneath creating background, which should be white. And here when you've done that all things, test I will be writing now background color, which should be white. Then I will be now writing background position, which should be in center. Then I will be writing like background position that x, which should be in center. Now here when you've done that, just I will be writing another thing which should be now background position y, so here I will be writing that, which should be in center. Now here when you've done that, just I will be now writing background size cover. Okay, so here when you've done that, just now I will be writing like background attachment which should be fixed, so I will be writing that. Now here when you've done that all things, now I will be writing another thing which should be like background repeat, which should be repeat, so I will be writing that. Then I will be now writing background clip, which should be content box create background origin, which should also be content box, so I will be writing like background origin, which should be content box. Then I will be just coming underneath again, creating background blend mode, which should be color burn. Now I will be also writing like background image, and in that background image I will be now writing like URL, and in this URL I will be first of all defining like this sign, then I'll be going to top. So here I will be now writing background 8.png. so here when you've written that all things, just I will be closing that, coming underneath, creating nav index current, then I will be writing like nav left current, and I will be also writing like nav right current, and create nav up current, so I will be writing nav up current, and I will be writing another thing which should be like nav down current, so I will be writing like nav down, which should be current. Then when you've done that, now I'll be writing padding 12 pixel, create padding left, which should be 12 pixel, and I will be writing like padding right, which should be 12 pixel, but first of all I will be writing correctly. Then I will be writing padding right 12 pixel, then I will be writing like padding top 12 pixel, create padding bottom. Okay, so I will be writing like padding bottom, which should be 12 pixel now. Then I will be writing margin, which should be 10 pixel, create margin left, which should be 10 pixel. Then I will be writing like margin right, which should be 10 pixel, and I will be also writing like margin top, which should be 10 pixel, create margin bottom, which should also be 10 pixel now. So here when you've done that, just you have to do like, you have to hit save here, then you have to go to app.js file, and here you have to also save, and here your work has been done. Now if I show you in the Google Chrome, our Shopify Shopify e-commerce cart should be ready. Okay, so if I just show you here, so you can see that now our Shopify e-commerce cart clone is now ready. Here you can see that, and how cool looking is that. Then if I show you by sign out here, okay, so press logout, and here it will be just take some time because it is just break, and you can see now you are log out. Now here you can just sign up if you want to, but I have just already account, so I'll be just login here. Then you have to write login, then you can write your store address or anything, or you can just write anything, or you can write get started. Now I'll be pressing this get started option, and here you can just give email to them, like any random email here. Then you can give any email password like that, and here when you've written that, just you can give any of the name like 54. Now here you have to press create store, then it is still it is just still now not creating. Now here I will be pressing create store, and it will be just take some time, and your store will be create. So here I'll be writing .com, then I will be just pressing create store, and it will be just take some time to create store, and your store will be now create. Now you can see it is just creating your store, then initializing your store and applying store settings. Now it is good, now it is just going to good, and it will be just take some loading, and it will be taken to the page from which it will be telling you to fill your informations here. So you can just write random here, so I will be writing this, and I'll be just writing this, and I'm just writing this, and I'll be just taken to 0 because I'm just, and I'll be just taken to other food and drink. So if you are just in that, so you can do that, but if you are just in another one, so you can just take another one, but I will be just skipping that here. Then here I will be writing these things, and you can just write phone number, which should be random. So here you can just write only your name and your company name or business name like that. So here you can write like netflix.com or like that you can write. Then you can write like 032, like random number I am writing. Then you have to press enter your store, and it will be just taken to your store, and it will be just taken to your dashboard. So now here it will be just take some time to take it into dashboard here, and you can see now you are in the dashboard of your account. You can see that, and how cool looking is that. We are getting our profile, then we are also getting our nav bar things. If I go to orders, you can order something from here, then you can also check your draft or app don't checked out here, so which you have just created. And here you can also go to products and check your products here, and you can add also your product if you want to. And here you can also go to customers, like which are selling, so you can just take that, or you can also add or import your customers here if you want. And if you are a client, or if you want to sell, so you can also sell here by checking your reports. Then dashboards and marketing, you can just check what is marketing in this Shopify, so you can check that out things. Then here we are also getting campaigns and automations, you can also check that, and discounts, apps, and many things are here. Then you can also get your online store things like that, and you can just take the themes, and you can also change the blog password, okay, blog post like that. Then if you go to domains, so here it will be taken to the domains tab. You can see that. Now if I go to preferences, you can see that it is taken to you to that. And if I go to settings, so it will be taken to apps. If I just go to, so here just press visit to app store here, then it will be taken to the app store, and you have to press this one, means this one email which you are using previously in this Shopify. You can also use here also. Now you can see our e-commerce cart is coming. If I just show you in the mobile, so it is also responsive. If I show you, you can see, and how cool looking is that. We are getting all the things like we want. And here you can also search any of the app. If I show you like batch, and here press enter, and it will be take some time, and you can see related to batch all the apps are coming here, and it is full e-commerce. I am just making the app store, so you can also make any of the store like that. So I have just built the app one, so I'll be pressing filter, so you can also filters the things like orders and store design. Then you can also check your inventory management and many things here there are. And underneath you will be also check your all pricing. If you want paid, so you can do that, or if you want free, so you can check that. And underneath it will also work like that. And if I close, and you can see it is also really good looking like that. So like that you can build your own Shopify e-commerce cart clone in React.js. So I hope you understand this clone, and I hope you also enjoy this clone, like you're enjoying my previous clone of React Native, React.js, MERN. And I hope you are also enjoying my projects related to JavaScript, HTML, CSS, and Python. So just you have to practice these all project clones we are working with, and I hope you will be a good programmer of React.js also, and React Native and MERN also, because these are some of the difficult languages. But if you just practice, so you will be a good programmer of them also, like you are of Python, HTML, and CSS, and JavaScript. But please hit the subscribe button, and after that you have to also hit the notification bell, from which you will be getting all the notifications of my video. And it will be really help for you, and it will be also help for me, because when I will be just uploading any of the video, it will be giving to the it will be giving you notification, and you can check my new video and learn more things from that. So I will be just meeting in the next cloner tutorial. So for today, good bye.